And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 50 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone, right?
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. There he goes, right side. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go.
They go counter with Howard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Tyrone Crawford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
60 outlaw.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Sometimes a group... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember them a little bit. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And able to find John Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Sheffield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Off the play fake, Sheffield. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick, but when you're close to that 1st round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a 1st-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had 1st-round grades on him.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And now running right through it. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing on 1st down, Sheffield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. So we have reached halftime. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action now. Jackson. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 83 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Pollard. He's got room to run past the 20. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 93 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
On third down, Pollard spinning past him. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On second down now, it's Weaver. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Back to throw. Sheffield. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw is Jackson. On third down. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure